Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The second semester examinations of General Education Diploma start tomorrow in the Sultanate. The banking sector in the Sultanate continues its growth and supports initiatives to diversify the economy. And efforts continue to fix road damages and reconnect water and electricity supplies in the affected areas in Dhofar Governorate. Those are the headlines, and now for the news in detail. The second semester examinations of General Education Diploma first term for academic year 2017-2018 will start tomorrow morning in 339 centres around the governorates of the Sultanate. The number of students in the exams this year reached more than 49,500. Meanwhile, the 4 examination correction centres are distributed to the Directorate General of Education in the governorates of Muscat, North and South Batna and Dakhliya. Second semester examinations of General Education Diploma first term start tomorrow. The banking sector in the Sultanate continues its growth and support for initiatives to diversify the economy while also focusing on small and medium-sized enterprise sectors. The Omani economy during 2017 recorded a growth of 8.7% that included various sectors. An economic analysis by the Central Bank of Oman pointed out that this growth reflects oil activities that increased by 20.8%, and non-oil activities by 3.9%. Within the framework of continuous efforts and services by the Sultanate's armed forces to serve the citizens and residents during the tropical condition, the Kuno, the Royal Army of Oman, Royal Guard of Oman and Sultan's Special Forces, in coordination with Public Authority for Charity Works, transported supplies and foodstuff to the villages and western areas of the wilayas of Dalkut and Ra'yut. The government, domestic and private bodies continue to deal with damages caused by the tropical condition in the governorate of Dhofar. In the wilaya of Dalkut, the bodies concerned continue to deliver necessary supplies to the affected areas, as work is in progress to fix electricity and water networks. The government continues its efforts around the clock to reverse the impact of the adverse weather on Ra'yut as relief aids reach the wilaya through helicopters and ships. A temporary road was made to the city and 3 generators with a capacity of 250 megawatts were installed to cover the electricity shortage. The city still awaits the installation of power generator from the water purification station that will provide the city and residents with the needed water supply. Community halls have great social significance among the citizens of the Sultanate, where they gather in such places for social, educational, religious and cultural events. Within this framework, the community hall in the Wilaya of Mudabi in the governorate of North Sharqiya was opened under the auspice of His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Omani, Minister of the Royal Office. The hall can accommodate more than 1,100 people. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Omani Lawyers Association organized a fundraising event in Sohar to help people in prison for debt-related cases. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. In an act of compassion and religious tolerance, scholars from various Islamic sectors gather in a special Ramadan night in the Wilaya of Barqa to talk about common Islamic values that are reflected in the Holy Quran. The Ramadan night aims at spreading the message of religious tolerance and moderation among the young generation through referring back to the Holy Quran. The event was held by the Cultural Committee in the Wilaya under the auspice of His Excellency Syed Sulman bin Hamoud Al Busaidi, Deputy Secretary General for the Ministries Council. Over 1,200 individuals have been aided by the Omani Lawyers Association through their special humanitarian initiatives to pay the debt for those who have been sentenced for imprisonment and have no means to pay. The Lawyers Association organized an awareness exhibition and fundraising event in Sohar to give the community the chance to participate in this initiative. During the holy month of Ramadan, the Holy Quran memorization competitions are held in a number of mosques to instill its teachings among the students. In this regard, the Department of Endowments and Religious Affairs in the Governorate of Buraymi seeks through the gatherings in mosques to encourage the children to memorize and recite the Holy Quran. Such sessions are an image of spirituality witnessed in this holy month, where youth and kids of various ages gather in order to utilize their leisure time to learn the Holy Quran, its teachings and values. The Association of Welfare of the Handicapped Children organized a Quran show celebration for children with special needs. The celebration, which is a social custom that comes on the 15th of Ramadan, attracts a lot of children and their families who have engaged in a number of activities like face painting and bird shows. The celebration aims at integrating children with special needs in local community and making them feel welcomed. Here are the Ramadan times for tomorrow. Fajr prayers at 3:53 a.m. and Maghrib prayers at 6:55 p.m. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low cloud accumulation over the coastal areas. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate and seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The second semester of examinations of General Education Diploma start tomorrow in the Sultanate. The banking sector in the Sultanate continues its growth and supports initiatives to diversify the economy. And efforts continue to fix road damages and reconnect water and electricity supplies in the affected areas in Dhofar Governorate. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsrooms and the studio, it's good night.